Welcome to Madrid Reviews. This is your host, Christian Madrid, and on today's video, we're going to be talking about The Long Walk. Let's get to the review now, yo. All right, y'all, let's get into this. Whew, that was a long walk. Man, speaking of The Long Walk, I just watched The Long Walk last night, and I'm still thinking about it. It's very good. This movie is epic. For sure, one of the best movies of the year, not only in the whole genre, but movies as a whole this year. This movie is very good. Francis Lawrence did a magnificent job directing this movie and bringing this very cool concept to the big screen. He's directed some good movies. Constantine, the Hunger Games movies, I Am Legend. Francis Lawrence is a really underrated director, I think. He's got some good movies under his belt. The writing is phenomenal in this film, as this movie has one of the coolest concepts of any film this year and really ever. This is a very cool concept for a movie. The story is great. About 50 people participating in the long walk until there's only one left walking. Very cool. They have fun with this concept. It's intense throughout. I love the dialogue as it's funny and keeps you interested in all the characters. It's just great. Different kinds of characters. This movie, it's very intense, and when it gets violent, it's pretty violent. Like, it's not the most violent movie ever, but in those certain scenes where there is violence and gore, it's pretty fucking intense. I love how this movie is structured, as it gets straight to the point, straight into the walk, and it never loses momentum. It's great from start to finish. The acting, fantastic in this movie, as both Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson give great performances. This is the best performance I've seen from both. David Johnson did really good in Alien Romulus last year, and Cooper Hoffman, he did really good in Licorice Pizza a few years ago, and he did really good in Saturday Night. Man, he is the son of the legendary actor Philip Seymour Hoffman. Man, he's got a bright future ahead of him, Cooper Hoffman. I can't wait to see what he does next. The cinematography is great in this movie, as very well shot, and the camera angles, are great. Conveys a lot of emotions, from close-ups to wide shots, long takes. They really have fun with the camera movement and the camera work in this movie. Production design is simple but effective, because they're just walking, they're just passing by, different set pieces, shot on location. I really appreciate that. There's not much of a score, but, when it's used, it's effective. The visual effects are pretty good, as it's a pretty violent film at certain moments, and it makes great use of those CGI and practical effects. Sound effects are also pretty good in this movie, as it makes this film very unsettling and intense, disturbing even. The editing is great, as it's perfectly paced, and there's terrific transitions from one scene to another, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's got a great runtime, 1 hour and like 40 minutes. It's a good runtime for a movie. Overall, The Long Walk is a masterpiece, and I think it's definitely for sure one of the best movies of the year. Highly recommend checking this film out. Highly. I'm giving it an A+. We're eating, 5-course meal type shit with this movie. Alright, y'all, so that is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Comment on whether you have seen this movie or excited to see it. And if you've seen it, let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite movie that's been adapted into, from a Stephen King novel? I think the two that come to mind, Shawshank and The Shining. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and alerts to know when I drop a new review. Appreciate you all for watching. See you on the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Whatever time you watch this, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me talk about movies. Thank you. Bye-bye.